For 15 years I thought I had the perfect husband, until I found a crayon drawing, a midnight miss you text, and a second home where 2 kids called him daddy. Then I exposed the truth, and what happened next shattered everything he tried to hide. You ever get that gut feeling something's off, but you ignore it because you don't want to ruin a good thing? Yeah, that was me. My name's Sarah. I'm 38, a part-time nurse, and up until a few months ago, I thought I had a pretty solid life in suburban Denver. My husband Mark and I have been together for 15 years, married for 13 of those, and we've got a daughter, Emily, who's 15 now. She's moody as hell, but she's my whole world. We're not rolling in money or anything, just your average middle-class family with a mortgage and a beat-up minivan. Mark's always been the steady one, or so I thought. He's a construction manager, always busy with projects, but he'd still bring me coffee in the morning or kiss me goodbye before heading out. Little things that made me feel like we were okay, like we were a team. But looking back, there were cracks. Tiny ones at first, so small I could brush them off, like how Mark started taking these business trips to Colorado Springs, 2 hours south of here, more often than he used to. He'd say it was some big project, a new housing development or something, and I believed him. Why wouldn't I? He'd come home tired, crash on the couch with a beer and tell me about the guys on his crew or the annoying clients. It sounded legit. Plus, he'd been doing this job forever. I didn't have a reason to doubt him, or at least, I didn't think I did. The first real red flag hit about 3 months ago. I was cleaning out his truck. God, that thing's a mess, always full of fast food wrappers and random tools. And I found this little drawing tucked under the passenger seat. It was one of those kid sketches, you know, crayon stick figures labeled Daddy, Mommy, me, 3 little blobs with goofy smiles. My heart did this weird flip. I held it up when he got home that night and asked, "What's this?" He barely looked at it, just laughed and said, "Oh, probably one of the guys' kids left it in there. You know how they bring their brats to the site sometimes." He shrugged, grabbed a beer from the fridge, and that was that. It made sense, I guess. His crew's a rowdy bunch. Half of them have kids under 10. I told myself I was being paranoid and tossed the drawing in the trash, but it stuck with me, like a splinter I couldn't dig out. Then there was the phone thing. A couple weeks later, I'm up late scrolling through some dumb recipe blog. Emily's been on this vegetarian kick, and I'm trying to keep up, when Mark's phone buzzes on the nightstand. He's out cold, snoring like a chainsaw. I glance over, and the screen lights up with a text. "Miss you, no name, just a number." My stomach twists. I sit there staring at it, heart pounding. Who's texting him at 11 at night? I don't touch it. His passcode's our anniversary, I know that much. But I don't wake him, either. I just lie there, wide awake, telling myself it's nothing. Maybe it's a coworker. Maybe it's a wrong number. But that "miss you" keeps bouncing around my head. It's too personal, too soft. I don't sleep much that night. The next morning, I try to play it cool. "Your phone buzzed last night," I say over coffee, keeping my voice light. He doesn't even flinch, just sips his mug and goes, "Yeah, probably Mike. He's been hounding me about the permits." Mike's his site supervisor, a loudmouth who's always stressed. It's plausible. I nod, force a smile, and let it go. But it doesn't sit right. Why would Mike say, "miss you"? I don't ask. I don't want to sound like the crazy wife, right? Mark kisses my forehead, grabs his keys, and heads out for another trip to Colorado Springs. "Back tomorrow night," he calls over his shoulder. I wave from the porch like always, but my chest feels tight. After that, it's like my eyes are open wider. Little things start piling up. He's cagey about his schedule. Used to be he'd tell me every detail. Now it's just busy day or late meeting. He's got this new cologne I didn't buy him, says it was a gift from a client. Sure, and last week, Emily, she's sharper than I give her credit for, asked, "Why's Dad always gone?" I brushed it off with, "Work's crazy, you know how it is." She rolled her eyes and went back to her phone, but her question stuck with me. Why is he always gone? I don't know what I think yet. Maybe he's stressed. Maybe it's nothing, but I can't shake this feeling. Like I'm standing on a rug that's about to get yanked out from under me. I keep replaying that drawing, that text, his excuses. Am I losing it? Overreacting? I've been with this man half my life. He's the guy who held my hand through 16 hours of labor with Emily, who built her that rickety treehouse she loved. He's not perfect, but he's mine. Or at least, I thought he was. So here I am, 3 months ago, sitting on our lumpy couch with a glass of cheap wine, trying to convince myself I'm wrong, that everything's fine, that Mark's just busy, not hiding something. But that gut feeling, it's loud now, and I don't know how much longer I can ignore it. I told myself I was overreacting. That drawing, that text, I couldn't unsee them. But I kept thinking, Sarah, chill. You're making mountains out of molehills. Mark's been my rock for 15 years. Surely he's not... What? Cheating? Lying? I didn't even want to say the words in my head. But that gut feeling, it wouldn't shut up. It was like an itch I couldn't scratch, and every day it got worse. So, about 2 months ago, I stopped ignoring it. I started digging. And holy crap, what I found. I still can't wrap my head around it. It started with his phone. One night he's in the shower, and I'm folding laundry in our room. His phone's just sitting there on the dresser, buzzing with a text. I shouldn't have looked, right? But I did. The passcode's still our anniversary. 13 years and he never changed it. I swipe, and there's a thread with Lisa. No last name, just Lisa. Love you, babe, one says. Kids miss you, says another. My hands start shaking so bad I almost drop the damn thing. Kids? What kids? Who's Lisa? My heart's pounding and I scroll through texts going back months. Can't wait to see you. Drive safe. It's not some fling. It's personal, intimate. I hear the shower shut off and I lock the phone, shove it back, and pretend I'm folding socks. He walks out, towel around his waist, grinning like nothing's wrong. You okay, hon? He asks. I nod, but I feel sick. Who the hell is he texting love you to? I don't sleep that night. I just lie there, staring at the ceiling, replaying every excuse he's ever made. The trips to Colorado Springs, the late nights, that stupid drawing. I want to confront him, scream, "Who's Lisa?" But I don't. Not yet. I'm too freaked out, and part of me still hopes I'm wrong. So I keep it quiet and start piecing things together. The next day, he's off to Colorado Springs again. Big meeting, he says. I smile, kiss him goodbye, but the second he's gone, I'm a mess. I call my sister Jen. She's the only one I trust with this. You think he's cheating? She asks, blunt as always. I don't know, I say, but something's off. She tells me to follow him. Borrow my car, she says. Find out? I laugh it off. Me? Tailing my husband like some TV detective? But by Friday, I'm desperate enough to do it. I take Jen's old Honda, tell Emily I'm running errands, and drive the 2 hours to Colorado Springs. My hands are sweaty on the wheel the whole way. I don't even know what I'm looking for, just something. I spot his truck outside this little blue house in a quiet neighborhood. I park a block away, heart hammering, and wait. Then I see him. Mark steps out of the truck, and this woman, Lisa, I guess, runs out the front door. She's pretty, maybe 35, with dark hair and a big smile. He hugs her tight like it's the most natural thing in the world. Then 2 kids, a boy and a girl, maybe 6 and 8, come barreling out, yelling "Daddy." He scoops them up, laughing. I can't breathe. My husband, my Mark, is standing there with another family, a whole damn family. I sit there frozen, watching him play dad like it's nothing, like we don't exist. I drive home in a daze, tears blurring the road. Emily's at a friend's, thank God, because I can't face her yet. I'm shaking, pacing the kitchen, trying to make sense of it. How long? I need proof, something solid. So I dig through his desk. Under a stack of old bills I find it, bank statements I've never seen. There's a second mortgage payment tied to an address in Colorado Springs. He's been sending money there for years, thousands of dollars for money. Money we could have used for Emily's college. Or hell, just to breathe easier. I sink to the floor, papers scattered around me. It's real. He's got a second life, and I've been funding it. Oh, I don't know how I missed this. Was I that blind, that stupid? I think back. Those trips started getting frequent maybe 7 years ago. He'd come home exhausted but happy, too happy. I thought it was work. I trusted him. 15 years and he's been playing me this whole time? I want to puke. I want to scream. But I don't, not yet. I shove the statements back, wipe my face and pick Emily up like nothing's wrong. "How was your day, kiddo?" I ask, voice tight. She shrugs, glued to her phone. I'm dying inside, but I can't let her see it. Not until I know what to do. That night, Mark calls from his hotel. "Miss you," he says, all sweet. I almost laugh. "Miss me, really?" "Yeah," I mutter. "You too." I hang up and sit there, staring at the wall. I'm not crazy. I'm not overreacting. My husband's got a whole other family, Lisa, 2 kids, a house, and I've got the proof. But now what? Do I confront him, blow it all up? I'm so mad I could smash something, but I'm scared too. What happens to Emily, to me? I don't know yet. All I know is I can't unsee what I saw, and I can't pretend anymore. I couldn't keep it in anymore. I'd seen Mark with Lisa and those kids, found the bank statements, proof he'd been living a double life for years. My head was spinning, my chest was tight, and every time he texted me some fake "miss you" from Colorado Springs, I wanted to smash something. I was done pretending. So, about 6 weeks ago, I waited for him to come home. I needed answers. I needed to hear it from his lying mouth. And when it all went down, it was a screaming, crying mess. Worse than I ever imagined. He walks in that Friday night, all casual, dropping his keys on the counter like it's any other day. "Hey, hon," he says, kicking off his boots. I'm standing there in the kitchen, arms crossed, the bank statements clutched in my hand. My heart's pounding so loud I can barely hear myself think. "Hey, Mark," I say, voice shaky but sharp. "Who's Lisa?" He freezes, just for a second, but I catch it. Then he laughs, that easy laugh he's so good at. "Lisa? What are you talking about?" I don't let him finish. I slap the statements on the table. "Don't bullshit me. Who is Lisa?" His face changes. Pale, then red. "Sarah, calm down," he starts. But I'm not calm. I'm shaking, yelling now. "Calm down. I saw you in Colorado Springs, with her, with those kids. You've got a whole damn family, Mark." He steps back, hands up like I'm the crazy one. "It's not what you think," he snaps. "Not what I think?" I'm losing it. "I saw you hug her. I saw you with them. What is it then, huh? Tell me!" My voice cracks, and I hate it. Hate that I'm crying already. He stammers, She's nothing, okay? A mistake. It doesn't mean anything." A mistake? 15 years of marriage, and he's calling a second family a mistake? That's when Emily walks in. She's supposed to be in her room, headphones on, but there she is, wide-eyed in the doorway. "Dad, what's she talking about?" she asks, voice small. My stomach drops. I didn't want her to hear this, not like this. Mark spins around. "Em, go back upstairs. This is..." But I cut him off. "No, she deserves to know." I turn to her, tears streaming down my face. "Your dad's got another family, honey." Another woman, other kids. It's true. Emily's mouth opens, then shuts. She looks at him, waiting. Mark glares at me. "You're ruining everything, Sarah." Ruining everything? Me? I laugh, bitter and loud. "Oh, I'm sorry. Am I ruining your little side life? How awful for you." He's yelling now too. "You don't get it. You don't know what it's been like." What's been like? Being married to me? Raising our kid? I throw it back at him. 15 years, Mark. 15 damn years, and this is what I get? You've been paying for their house with our money. Emily's crying now, backing away. "Dad, is it true?" she asks again, louder. He doesn't answer, just stares at her, then me, like a trapped animal. "Say it," I scream. "Tell her," he snaps. "Yes, okay? Yes. But it's not. Emily bolts before he finishes, running upstairs. The door slams and I hear her sobbing through the walls. I'm shaking so hard I can barely stand. Get out, I say, low at first. He blinks at me. What? Get out, I shout, pointing at the door. He grabs his keys, muttering, You're insane, Sarah, you'll regret this. Then he's gone, truck peeling out of the driveway. I collapse on the floor, sobbing, papers scattered around me. Neighbors' lights flick on. I can see them peeking through curtains. Great, now I'm the crazy lady on the block. I don't care. My whole world just blew up. I go to Emily's room, knock softly. Honey? She's curled up on her bed, face buried in a pillow. Is it true? She whispers. I sit next to her, throat tight. Yeah, kiddo, it's true. She looks at me, eyes red. Why? Why'd he do that? I don't have an answer. I don't know, I say, but we're gonna be okay. She doesn't believe me. I don't even believe me, but I hug her anyway. She cries into my shoulder and I just hold her, feeling like the worst mom ever. How do I fix this? Mark doesn't come back that night, or the next. I'm a wreck, angry, heartbroken, humiliated. I keep replaying it, his lies, his excuses, the way he turned it on me. You don't get it? What's there to get? He's been living two lives, and I'm the idiot who didn't see it. I think about calling Jen, but I can't even form the words. The neighbors whisper when I grab the mail. Guess the yelling match wasn't subtle. I feel so alone. But under all that hurt, something's burning. Rage. He doesn't get to walk away like this. He doesn't get to ruin us and play victim. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I know one thing. I'm not letting this go. Not after what he's done. After Mark stormed out, I was a mess, crying, raging, picking up the pieces for Emily. But about a month ago, something clicked. I was done being the victim. He'd lied to me for years, built a whole other life with Lisa and those kids, and left me to hold the wreckage. No more. I wasn't just going to sit there and let him get away with it. He thought he could play us both? Wrong move, buddy. I dried my tears, got smart, and made him pay. Hard. First, I needed the full picture. I scraped together some savings. Nursing doesn't pay great, but I had a little stashed, and hired a PI. Yeah, a real private investigator, like something out of a movie. His name was Tony, a gruff guy with a beard and a no-nonsense vibe. I handed him the bank statements, told him what I'd seen in Colorado Springs. Dig up everything, I said. I want it all. He didn't mess around. Within a week, he's back with a folder thick as my wrist. Turns out Mark and Lisa have been together for 7 years. No legal marriage, just a cozy little setup. 2 kids, a house, the works. He'd been splitting his paychecks between us, lying to her about traveling for work the same way he lied to me. Tony even got photos. Mark at their kid's soccer game, grinning like Father of the Year. I wanted to puke, but I kept it together. This wasn't about feeling sorry for myself anymore. This was war. Next, I called a lawyer. Jen hooked me up with her friend Claire, a divorce attorney who's all business. I laid it out. 15 years of marriage, his double life, the money he'd funneled. Claire's eyes lit up. Oh, we've got him, she said. We dug into our finances, and here's the kicker. Our house in Denver, it's in my name from a refinance we did years back to pay off some debt. Mark didn't even notice. Claire grinned. He's not getting a dime of this. We filed for divorce, full custody of Emily, and half his retirement savings. I wasn't playing nice anymore. But that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel it, his perfect little world crashing down. Tony told me Mark's company was throwing a big gala in 2 weeks, some fancy event at a downtown Denver hotel to schmooze clients. Perfect. I RSVP'd as his +1. His assistant still had me on the list, poor thing, didn't know. I spent days planning, printing out Tony's photos, the bank statements, even a timeline of his lies. I wasn't just going to confront him again. I was going to bury him. The night of the gala, I put on my best black dress, the one I hadn't worn since our 10th anniversary, and walked in like I owned the place. Mark's there laughing with his boss, glass of whiskey in hand. Then he sees me. His face goes white. "Sarah, what the hell?" he starts, but I don't let him finish. I turn to his boss, this big shot named Greg, and go, "Hey Greg, did Mark ever tell you about his other family?" I slap the photos on the table. Mark with Lisa, the kids, the house. The room gets quiet. Greg's jaw drops. "What's this?" he asks. Mark's stammering. "She's lying, it's not," but I keep going. "Oh, and here's the mortgage he's been paying with your company's money." 7 years, Greg. You should check his expense reports. Then the twist hits. Lisa's there. Turns out she got an invite too. Some coworker thought it'd be cute to bring Mark's girlfriend from the Springs crew. She walks up, all smiles, then sees me, sees the photos. "Mark, what's going on?" she asks, voice shaking. I look at her, almost feel bad. "You didn't know either, huh?" I say. He's been lying to both of us. Her face crumples and she starts yelling at him too. "You told me you were single." The whole room's watching now. Clients, co-workers, waiters with trays. Mark's sweating, trying to back away, but there's nowhere to go. Greg pulls him aside, face like thunder. I hear "fired" and "Monday" as I walk out, head high. Lisa's still screaming at him as the door shuts behind me. Huh! It doesn't end there. Claire calls a few days later. Divorce papers are served, and since the house is mine, he's got nothing to fight for. I get child support, half his $401K, and he's out. Lisa dumps him too. Tony says she kicked him out of the Colorado Springs place. He's crashing in some cheap motel now, jobless, broke, and alone. I'm not proud of the pettiness, okay? But damn, it feels good. He thought he could juggle 2 lives and leave me in the dust? Nope. I hit him where it hurt. His wallet, his job, his precious reputation. And I walked away with everything that mattered. Emily's still mad, but she's proud of me, I think. "You showed him, Mom," she said last night, a little smile breaking through. I hugged her tight. "Yeah, kiddo, I did. I'm not gonna lie, it's not all triumph. I still feel the sting of 15 years wasted. But I'm in control now, and Mark, he's got nothing left to hide behind." It's been 6 months since I blew up Mark's life at that gala, and I'm still standing. Barely, some days, but I'm here. Emily and I are figuring things out, piecing together a new normal after the chaos he left behind. Mark's gone, really gone, and I'm starting to see who I am without him. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, but it's mine. I took him down, got my justice, and now I'm learning what comes next. Turns out I'm tougher than I thought, but man, what a ride to get here. Mark's a ghost now. Last I heard, he's holed up in some crap motel off I-25, the kind with flickering neon signs and stained carpets. He's tried calling a few times, leaving voicemails begging to see Emily. "I'm sorry, Sarah. I messed up. Let me fix it." Fix it after 15 years of lies? I don't even listen to the whole thing, just delete and move on. Emily's not ready to talk to him either. "He's a jerk," she said last week, voice flat. She's hurt, but she's strong, stronger than me at her age. We're in therapy together, working through it. The counselor says it'll take time. No kidding. But we're getting there, one messy day at a time. I'm back to full-time at the hospital now. The extra shifts keep me busy and the paycheck's a lifeline. Claire, my lawyer, wrapped up the divorce fast. House is mine, child support's coming in, and I've got half his 401 tucked away. Mark fought it for about 5 minutes before giving up. Guess he didn't have much left to argue with, jobless and broke. Tony, the PI, says Lisa kicked him to the curb, too. Moved out of that Colorado Springs house with the kids and cut him off. Good for her. I don't know her, but I get it. We were both duped. He's got nobody now, and I can't say I feel bad. Karma's real, huh? He built his little empire on lies and it crumbled. All I did was light the match. Life's quieter these days. Emily's back at school, still moody, but smiling more. She's got a new hobby, painting, and our fridge is covered in her stuff. I laugh sometimes, real laughs, for the first time in forever. Last weekend, Jen came over with a bottle of wine and we sat on the porch talking trash about Mark. "You're a badass, Sarah," she said, grinning. I shrugged, but she's not wrong. I feel it now. This strength I didn't know I had. 15 years with him and I thought I needed him to hold me up. Turns out I don't. I never did. I think about Lisa sometimes. Tony said she's doing okay. Got a job, moved closer to her folks. I almost reached out once, just to say, I don't know, sorry we got screwed by the same guy. But I didn't. What's the point? We're strangers tied together by Mark's mess. I hope she's healing too. As for him, he's a cautionary tale now. Jen heard from a friend of a friend that his old crew won't even grab a beer with him. He's toxic, radioactive, and me? I'm the one who walked away with the house, my kid, my dignity. Not bad for the crazy wife he tried to paint me as. It's not all victory laps, though. Some nights I still feel the sting. 15 years, half my life wasted on a guy who didn't think twice about stabbing me in the back. I'll catch myself staring at old photos, wondering where it went wrong. Was it me? Did I miss something? But then I stop. No, this isn't on me. He chose to lie, to cheat, to build a second family while I was raising ours. I trusted him with everything, my heart, my kid, my future, and he threw it away. That's his failure, not mine. I'm done blaming myself. I'm different now. Stronger, yeah, but cautious, too. I don't know if I'll ever trust like that again. Not a man, not anyone. Maybe that's okay. Emily and I were a team. She's my focus, and me? I'm finding my footing. Work's good. I'm up for a shift lead spot soon. I've got plans, real ones, for the first time in years. Maybe a trip next summer, just me and Em. Somewhere warm, away from all this. I'm not bitter, not anymore. I'm free to build something new, something honest. So yeah, that's where I'm at. If you're reading this and your gut's screaming something's off, listen. I wish I had. Those little signs, the drawing, the text, the excuses, they weren't nothing. They were everything. Mark thought he could have it all, play both sides and leave me in the dark. He was wrong. I took back my life, and he's the one left with nothing. It's not a fairy tale ending. There's still pain, still scars, but it's mine. And that's enough. If this hit close to home, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and let's talk. I'm here, and I listen.